Hey YouTube, I just wanted to give a quick update on the part 1 of this video that I posted like exactly 8 weeks ago about basically trying to get rid of a bubble algae infestation. So I've had this Foxface in my tank for about 8 weeks, and if you go and look at the part 1 of this video, you would see that the tank was like almost completely infested with bubble algae, like in the pumps and the overflow, like covering every single rock. It was on my frag rack, on the frags, it was on like everything. So I put that Foxface in there to try and get rid of the bubble algae without having to remove it by hand, and just kind of as a more permanent solution. So he's made a good amount of progress, as you'll see as I show you in just a second. There's still a fair amount of bubble algae, but he's made some considerable progress. A few weeks ago, we started to lose some ground a little bit because I realized I was feeding the tank too much. So one thing to be aware of if you're trying to get rid of bubble algae with a Foxface is if you feed him too much like other food, like pellet food, or mine actually eats brine shrimp. He'll eat that and he won't be as hungry, so he won't eat as much bubble algae. So kind of to mitigate that, I started feeding only in the evenings, just once a day, and that way, like throughout the day, he'll just eat the bubble algae. So I think it'll be gone in another month or so. So maybe I'll post a part 3, but let me just kind of show you how things are looking. You can see there's still definitely a lot of little clumps. Like I said, I haven't removed any of it by hand. But he's done a pretty good job. This rock has quite a bit on it. These two top rocks that get more light have quite a bit on it, but I would say he's removed probably 70% of the bubble algae. I think in another couple months it would be mostly gone, but I'll post a part 3. It's pretty much gone off of my frag rack. There's a few little pieces here and there and like the little crevices that he can't get to, but he's doing a pretty good job. I thought it would be a much quicker cleanup, but turns out if you're trying to get rid of bubble algae, a really serious amount of bubble algae with only one Foxface, it's gonna take a couple months. So don't expect an instant solution. But that was kind of the point of this video anyways, just to document how long it really takes for a Foxface to completely get rid of bubble algae. Yeah, so everyone's looking pretty good. My damsel has had a rough couple months. He got a swollen eye, recovered from that, and then literally just yesterday morning I found him stuck between that rock and the glass, nearly dead. You can see his scales are all roughed up and he's got a scratch on the side, but looks like he's gonna pull through. These damsels are pretty hardy, so he's having a little bit of a rough time, but I think he's gonna be okay. Yeah. Adding to my tree coral collection, I got this new Nephthia down here. It's kind of hard to pick up the colors on the video, but it's got like a yellow stem with purplish pink polyps, which is pretty rare for a Nephthia. Starting to build out a pretty cool Nephthia collection. I've got the yellow and purple. I've got the Kojiwada. I've got this one, which is like a kind of like a golden amber color. It's got a white stalk with goldish amber colored polyps. Got the neon green Nephthia from Tidal Gardens. So I've got those 4 Nephthias. I added this pink Goniopora. This Capnella up here has been reproducing like crazy. I've got 2 frags here, and then just this morning it dropped another one that I need to attach to rock. But so far, just in the last couple months, I've gotten 9 frags from it, and I've been taking them to my local aquarium shop and they're giving me store credit, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I guess that's the update on the bubble algae.